I'm Jim Ryall, 50 just. You might have something to do. I'm dragging these things around. It's mid-November, and in January the 6th I set off for Argentina to climb Aconcagua, which is of the 7 peaks the second highest at 7,000 metres. In fact, it's the highest one outside the Himalayas. The training I've been doing for the last few months has been pretty much this: a weighted pack and dragging these tyres, which the genesis of which was an original idea to go to one of the poles, north or south, but the timing of that just doesn't really work, so I was hunting around for something else to do and came out with Aconcagua.
So is this the hardest thing you've ever done?
Without a shadow of doubt. Yeah, it is. I mean, I was in the Marines a long time ago. We did the bits and pieces, but nothing like this. And I did the oat route, walked the oat route 3 or 4 years ago with some friends, one of whom was coming on this expedition, which was good fun. Bits of it were hard, bits of it were very easy, bits of it were horribly frightening, but nothing quite as demanding as this. And certainly nothing as high. It's the height that's going to be the killer here, because up above kind of 3,500 metres, everybody will feel the altitude. Yes, it was. I wanted my life back, and before the operations, I was in a lot of discomfort. I ran and I played tennis, but my God, I paid for it the next day, and it was very, very sore. So I didn't stop doing anything, but I wanted to be able to do all the things I did at the age of 40, but not pay for it crippled the next day. And I just lived on painkillers, basically. I did everything, and then a handful of anti-inflammatories, and carried on, which was no way to live your life. Unfortunately, I came across this operation, and it was life-changing, fantastic. And the recovery, I thought, was quite extraordinary from what is a fairly major operation. But I certainly see no reason why I shouldn't continue to live a totally active life. Certainly the hips are not going to stop me doing it.
So I went to see Derek in July to have a final check-up. He was my last chance of getting out of this, and he refused to accept that there was anything wrong with the hips, so here I am. Not a mountaineer. And I've done quite a bit of work in the mountains, but not actually technically climbing. And the good thing about Aconcagua is it's not a technical mountain, although it is very high. And it's very cold, and it's very windy, which hopefully in January, which is their summer, we might get a good window. We've got a 3-day window for the summit, and short of howling winds, we should be okay. And I can see what these hips will do at altitude.
This is base camp, Plaza de Bulas. The choppers down there, shifting kit up and down the mountain. Quite a busy place, much bigger than Conferencia, about 4 times. It's the hotel on the hill, which is deserted, nobody bothers going there. Those are the loos. I can't begin to tell you what those buggers are like. Disgusting. Holes in the ground. There's our mess tent here, this first one. Himalayas. This is the mountain which you probably won't get because of the sun. Aconcagua right there. We arrived last night after a monster 9-hour epic thrash up the valley down there. And then there was a thunderstorm and heavy snow. We're all now rest day and all's well.
The success rate on the mountain is quite low. It's only about 20–25%. The weather is notoriously bad down there. And what a lot of people have found is they get down there, get as far as the top camp, just below the summit, and the wind picks up, and it's such incredibly high wind that you can't actually do the summit. And it's very carefully planned, time-wise, to give us 3 days to do the summit. And if we get clear weather, then we can do the final assault in about somewhere between 12 and 15 hours, I guess, up and down. If the wind blows for 3 days, then we have run out of time, we just turn around and come back. So, touch wood, we get some decent weather up there.